never hear outside of the black race is the number one race you gonna hear. Oh, I don't want no man. I don't need a man. Okay, that's because you program off of this, and most of these people done came from government assistance, and that's where that program came from. However, I do feel like also with 15 years in Medicare, speaking to people 65 and older, 90-year-old people that been married for years, right? Back in the day, you hear grandma and grandpa been married for 40, 50 years. Granddaddy worked at the cornfields, gold mines, and guess what granddaddy did? He came home and brought that check home to grandma, the whole check home to grandma. Grandma dispersed it out, got that bill straight, kept the household together. Grandma didn't work. Grandma stayed home and ran that household. Granddaddy might have been sleeping with Susie down the street. Grandma not finna divorce or leave grandpa because he just wanted had a one night stand with Susie down the street. Now, that's never gonna be a talk in the neighborhood and it's not gonna be outside like that. But grandma know Papa done slept around. Grandma still
So
yes,
does that
Papa
make it
still
okay?
bringing that check
Talk in the
home.
neighborhood. The whole neighborhood already.
Does that give the okay? So a lot of females
Hold
went
on, hold on, hold
going.
on, hold on. Wait, before you go any further,
Okay. Ooh, boy.
wait. I just want to say welcome to GMT.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh my God, what is up?
what is popping, y'all?
What
How's
is
everything
up?
going?
We hanging in there.
Good.
We over here. We're discussing different point of views on. Well, I guess we kind of took it, but it was really how do you know when you're in a relationship?
You know what? I did hear a part where y'all was talking, and I was like, that's why I said all up. I feel different, and you said, "Come on in." I said, "All
Yeah.
right, yo, what's good, y'all? Penny was good.
What's going on?
Bartender was popping. My brother Link and Boombox.
Yep.
What it
Um,
do?
the one part that I heard, if y'all don't mind me interjecting real quick, I can't stay long because Tiff is coming home now. But I just want to interject real quick. The part where y'all mentioned about women can't almost like they can't maintain their femininity because they had to play the role of a man. If I'm
Mhm.
correct, that's what I heard.
Well,
Mhm.
we were speaking on how it gets lost, how it can get lost, like not
I don't think it
necessarily
was ever there if it gets lost. But oh my bad.
not necessarily speaking as far as like a man, because a man is not going to allow that to happen, right? But when females get with these certain guys and they end up having to go to work, and the guy is of able body, but he's choosing to be a bum. Let's just say it like that. So she has to pick up a lot of the slack, and that's where that mad black woman phase comes from.
Mm,
So
okay, okay.
Mm.
kind of
Well,
what I was saying.
on that topic, I think that women need to learn how to leave those men alone.
That's true.
Why are women sitting in relationships with men that's not playing their part? Of course, a woman should be feminine no matter what, even if she has a bum. But the whole point is why are you even sitting around that bum? If you want to rest in that quote unquote femininity, then it's either you deal with a man that can nurture that part of you, or you just be by yourself and be in your femininity.
Right.
But don't no
Absolutely.
women want to be alone and die
That's what I
alone.
was
Women
saying.
don't want to just
The
be
fear of just being alone.
see like that's not a place when you get older, that's not a place you want to be in. And you gotta realize it's one good man for 100 women. And all women don't want to share. Everybody not down with polygamy. So sometimes they have to settle for because it's more of these no good niggas than it is the good ones. So they do have to
Mm.
settle sometime hoping that they can change or build this man, expose him to a better life, that hopefully he would change and catch on. It's sad, but it's true. It's not enough of good man for the
So
women.
But
I disagree. The way I feel about that, Penny, is there are a lot of good men. I feel like a lot of the women are not choosing those good men. It's the men that they want that's bad.
Enough.
There's good men. They might not look good. They might not be the most attractive men. They might not make the most of money. They might not have swag, but they're still good men. But the women are saying it straight up. Though it's the 80-20 rule, as we were saying. A lot of the 80% of the women are looking at the 20% of the men. So yeah, it looks like it's not enough. But think about how many men are sitting in women's friend zones right now, and the men are orbiting around them, wishing that they could get a chance to smell their drawers. There's a lot of those men right now in a lot of women's friend zones, and those women are dealing with the
They
pookies.
I don't mean to cut you off, but they are in the friend zone. But a lot of times, those guys they give off very weird vibes, and so
In the friend
women
zone
will
for a
back
reason.
off because they tend to be the ones that give off um that if they're rejected, they have a hard time accepting.
You wouldn't know that unless you try. So if you're giving if it's just of a hunch of a feeling that he may give off a vibe, but he's the guy that's like, yo, I would protect you, I would provide for you, but you just don't like me. I don't, it's really an attraction. I get it. Back in the days, women dealt with men, and it had less to do with looks. It had more to do with provision, right? Because women didn't have rights, so you had to deal with a certain type of man, even if you didn't really like him like that. Well, is what he could do for you or the family. Now, women have options because they make money. So now it's like I feel as if those men are not relevant, but it doesn't mean they don't exist. Those men are still there. They're not getting any burn. I have men that I speak to all day long that don't get no burn, that wish they could get the woman of their dreams, but that woman is literally crying on their shoulders about the man that is dogging them out.
Okay,
And
now
I think it's because of the mindset. The mindset is a lot of females do want the original traditional male, which is what Penny was talking about, where he comes home, he gives the money to the wife, and it doesn't matter if he's down the street with Susie or whatever, because he's unhappy because the energy isn't being matched. And at the same time, I've seen this in a lot of relationships where men are just absolutely fed up with, well, I'm just gonna let me be the catalyst for money all the time. And that's fine for the man to go out there and do that. But then when the woman's values that the man deems valuable are not met, that's when these men start disappearing. And then that's when you get that rhetoric of every man ain't shit, all this, that whole
I mean, men
everybody bash men at one time
use that as
because of
an excuse,
the
but
way
then
I want my lifestyle to be set up.
yeah, but what you're saying, men always say those things, but to me, that's just weak behavior. Like,
We
so yeah,
Ooh.
because
Yeah.
like a lot of the
So
stuff.
it's weak behavior if he's doing everything he's supposed to do, but the person that he engaged in a relationship or
Okay, well,
committed
what
to
you say
isn't
what
committing to her
you're
values
supposed to do?
and her goals.
Because
What you mean he doing everything he's
you
supposed
were
to do?
speaking.
So basically he's doing everything that women say that men should do. Protect, blah blah blah, finance, blah blah blah, feed, whatever. Right? So this the original title of the show was gonna be the three S's: sex, sandwich, and submission, right? And so this goes back to something I watched where it was feed, of me and finance me, right? And guess what? Guys don't court anymore. Oh, sorry guys, I'm about to go through a light. Um,
But yeah, guys don't court anymore. But yes,
no, no,
Yeah,
no. If the guy
I ain't,
bring, if the guy
I ain't
brings,
mean to
listen,
play
listen.
that.
If the guy brings
That
all
was
the
me. I'm
asses, if the if the
I
guy
was
brings all the
trying to
asses,
find
why
this.
can't y'all bring what y'all are supposed to bring? But y'all still expect for us to continuously bring the same fire, the same attitude
okay,
every day to the table, and if y'all are lacking it, then it's still the man's fault.
okay. Well, that's what I'm asking you because you were saying that we were speaking
Uh huh.
on a traditional level. So I was
Right.
asking you like, what exactly was it that you said the woman
The
isn't
traditional. Well, that's what I'm saying. That was never said. Penny, when you gave that example, you were like, the old-fashioned dude. He worked out there long hours, brought the money home, right? Gave it to the wife. The wife took care of the house. She dispersed the funds for whatever needed to be done, right? So
mm-hmm.
that is the
Exactly.
mindset of the I guess the quote unquote back in the day type of relationship, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
So with that being said, what man really wants to do that? Work himself into a casket and get none of the value. Like he's doing this every day. It sounds like he's doing this every day. He's being consistent. But a lot of times what men are seeing is that what they want from a woman, the women are not being consistent. And that's where the problem lies in a relationship, the consistency and the of energy and time that's being given as well.
No, I think nowadays men want to be on the same level as the woman, and that's where the problem comes in.
But what does that level look like?
No, I think women
That's where
think
the
men
problem
want to
come in.
be. I think
Cause you
women
want to
think
be, you
men.
want to be on the same playing field as me. You want me to treat you how I want to be treated. You want me to court
Isn't
you
that
like I want you to court me. But then you want me to just tuck in my balls and have this vagina and let you drop yours. But you want everything else to be matched. No, if we gonna match energy, we gonna match energy.
hmm? Well, that's
Either you're gonna
weird.
be the man, and I'm gonna hold you to a higher level as the king of the household, and I'm gonna play
Hmm.
my
Yeah,
role as a
but that's what I'm
queen.
saying. But
Which
that's what I'm.
that level of a king, the king, he's gonna hold more. He's gonna carry more on his shoulders than the queen does. His
And it,
crown is big.
right, right. And if that's true, then the little, small, minute things that a man asks for a woman should actually be met tenfold. Because, like you said, the man should, and that's still matching energy. So the three things is just make me a sandwich and don't forget the mayo. God help you if you forget the
If the
mayo.
man doing what he's
If it's
supposed
just
to do,
that.
those things gonna be met automatically without it having to be asked.
No, Petty, not necessarily. Not
Wait,
necessarily. Not
wait,
from a lot of these women
wait.
today. These women were not taught to be that type of women. So when you come home, you are not getting
Right.
that sandwich.
You're
It's not
not.
going to have no, they're
But
going to
you
tell
knew
you
that
do it
before you
yourself.
started to make her your woman. So it's also go back to what
I
you did.
agree. Accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean,
But
so
but like you
you
said,
got to
there's slim
stick in
pickings,
the
right?
lane. You got to stick in the lane that you in. First of all, like Taraji was just saying. Hold on, let me get back to that because she just made a lot of sense, right? Because a man is supposed to, if he out here, listen.
Guys don't court anymore. They don't court. Take me out to dinner. Say you're gonna pick me up at a certain time. Yeah. I remember dating should be an event. You know. Yes. You like the guy, so you want to.
So dating should be an event, right? You heard that? So
Okay.
nowadays it's oh it's not that. So like she said, what happened to the man even now is not safe to give out your address, but hey, I'm
Hmm.
gonna send the car over to pick you up at such and such time. Be dressed. And man, oh, we going out to eat this and that. Oh, it's like where you want to go? You want to go to the movie? You want to go out to eat? What you want to do? You want to come over to my crib? Like, no, that's not how you court. That's not setting up a proper. So a lot of the time, these people get in relationships don't even know each other. They ain't even had no friendship, no type of relationship established.
You,
So then
but
you find
Petty, you know how many
yourself
men?
moved in and dropped
But,
your shoes off.
but Petty, men are not courting anymore because women are not traditional women anymore. These are modern women. Modern women are getting modern men, and modern men are giving them exactly what they asked for. You know how many men are out here right now that's saying that they only get taken out on foodie dates? So these women are straight taking advantage of them for a meal. Would you be apt to spending roughly, let's say you go on 3 dates a month, $300 to $400 on 3 different women because you're
Well, why you
dating
doing
them?
that? Why you doing that?
Because women want dates. You're not Women are not dating exclusively anymore. They're not dating one man. These women are dating 10 men and they're getting taken out and having different meals with 10 different men. So why are
Have
you
to date
why are women
Yeah,
asking
they're
for traditional
capitalizing.
behaviors but they're modern women?
Right.
I
in
think people need
today's
to
time. You might have
establish.
to date 10 to find that one good one.
Right,
Yeah,
and it's the same thing that men are doing.
I
So
think.
we need to be very careful on how we spend our money.
Yeah,
Right.
but I
That
think
is
that
right.
people also need to be mindful in the approach. Like find out what it is that this person is interested in doing. Find out what they want you to do. Like, what would a first date be like, and then you will know from there if you want to go. If you don't want to do no more foodie dates, then that ain't the person for you.
Um,
And then to me, like when I listen to this conversation going back and forth, I feel like more men are kind of in the modern day of what's going on, and more women are like, we want to go back to traditional, but this is just not where the guys are right now. Or ha- there's
Mhm.
no, there's no equal there's no agreement to how we can come to a balance on what it is that the men and the women want.
The men want traditional. Men ask women for relationships. Women are saying because of their jobs, because of having more money and the freedoms that women have today that they didn't have of the past, it changed the dating market.
That's
Women set
with a certain
no,
group.
women set the tone for dating. Men don't set the tone for dating. You
so
guys have
yeah.
access to dating. We have access to relationships. So we can give you the relationship if you want it. You guys set the tone on how the dating market is
think
controlled.
so. I think I don't agree with that.
Me either,
So
because
how could the men set the market when you
Yeah.
guys say, yes, I want to go on a date with you or not? How do we control that?
So listen, why I don't agree with that for one. Okay, I keep hearing you saying like traditional, or modern women, right? I keep hearing you say that. You got to realize now, women have bossed up to the point where now they making their own money or feeling like I can do this on my own, is because that's the mindset men done pushed a woman to. I didn't get to finish explaining what I was trying to say. Like back then when Papa was bringing home the bread and the woman was staying at home and dispersing out the funds, right? And he was sleeping with Judy down the street. So now, fast forward to now, women feel like, hey, I make my own money, provide for my own self. Now I don't have to settle for him sleeping down the street or feeling like he got the authority to do this and that, or making me feel less than because he's the
I got a
breadwinner and
question after
I
this.
don't have it. So now women are getting the confidence of, hey, I could do this without you. So now you can't just treat me any kind of way because
Mm.
you're providing. Okay. So now
Okay.
it's like, now I don't need you, but I want you. So how are you going to come to the table? Are you coming? And when I say, okay, now I agree to go on a date with you, now I want to see how you come off. Most men, not all, but most men in 2024, you ask, oh, they call, hey, you want to go on a date? Cool. What do you want to do? You want to go to the movies? You want to go out to eat? They're asking the woman what she wants to do. A real man back in the day is, okay, hey, I like you, blah blah blah, good conversation on the phone. Well, how about this? Be dressed. What tomorrow? You say you off tomorrow? Okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
be dressed around 6:30.
I'm
I'm
ready.
either send a car to come pick you up, be ready, or I'll be there to get you to pick you up. Okay, cool. The female's ready. She has no idea where they're going. She might
Mm-hmm.
ask, do I need to wear, is this something that I shouldn't get too dressed up? Because a lot of women, we done been in instance on dates. Back then, you might be overdressed because you didn't even know the nigga wanted to take you hiking. But a man would plan out that date. Men
Okay.
don't do that no more. They
I
saying
want
they
an
just
answer
going
to
on
that.
food dates.
But Penny, you're not dating women in 2024 either.
What eat?
But Penny, you're not dating women in 2024. You talk to these men, you talk to these young men now, ask them what they're experiencing with women. These women are straight up telling them, yo, if you take me somewhere I don't like, it's a
Yep. I was
problem.
just about to say that.
So how could we're
Well,
not mind readers? Women, like you said, have options. Now that their options are open, these men are not
Mm-hmm.
experiencing women as they used to.
And can I
So
say one thing?
you have to look at it and be fair for men of the male's experience as well. To not say most men, you could say some men, but you also have to look at what some women are doing as well.
that's because if a man is a dominant man and he gonna hold that dominancy, that trumps that. Because guess what? If I'm saying, if you talking to me and a female say, oh, you take me somewhere I don't want to go, that's gonna be a problem. Now you got a choice. You want to deal with that type of
No,
woman?
no, they,
I
no,
wouldn't
they
deal
don't
with the
say
woman at
that.
all. You leave
No,
her alone.
listen, they don't
Right.
say that though. This is what they say. They say, take me out, surprise me. Then you take them out, and then they go somewhere and say, I don't want this. We've seen this, for instance, in Atlanta. You saw that little girl with a dude. He did big boy stuff. This was a young man. He took her to go see a basketball game, but because the seats weren't in the correct spot, oh, what you think this is? I dressed up like this and that. This was the beginning of him trying to court a woman and be a man, and his first experience was a woman
Right.
spitting in his face.
If they had some
I know y'all saw
conversation
that.
before that happened, he would have known better.
But how?
See,
How? It's a date, and I'm trying to date you. And if I bought
Before
seats
the
to the
date,
game,
what
I
happens
bought what
before
I
the
could
date?
afford.
it was your
And the
No,
first
fact
What
that
date.
needs to
it's not
happen before the date?
yeah, she's saying have that conversation. What do
what
you
conversation. What
Well,
But y'all
conversation
I
is
just
don't
that
y'all
know.
just
for?
said
but
I
see,
don't.
surprise
that's
y'all.
Y'all
Y'all
got to
just
that's
said surprise
communicate.
y'all.
that's
That's
Don't
the
a
ask.
two-way
problem.
street because
you
you just
guys.
said
Oh, wait,
And,
wait.
and
Okay,
blow it up.
go ahead.
Oh, there we go, DG. I'm sorry. Go ahead, DG.
okay.
Go ahead.
So you saying, hey, the man's supposed to, hey, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, and we gonna do that. Like GMT said, hey, all women ain't going for that order. Not in this era, in this time. They want to do what they want to do because they want to be
Right.
seen. You know, it's not about just dating to try to find these chicks want to be seen and be places where they can say, oh, I can post this. This where I'm at. This where this dude taking me to. This what we doing. They ain't gonna post nothing and say, oh, a simple picnic or a hike or something. Cause like
Or
you
the
said,
Cheesecake Factory.
they might have came overdressed for something that
Right.
you wasn't ready for. You had this plan in mind, but they had that plan in mind. So
I'm
now
So
you
I'm
got this plan in mind. It makes you look like a jerk, or they looking at off this dude is crap. He ain't nothing. Why am I gonna waste my
Right,
time with him?
DG.
He taking me on this flimsy old date, and this ought to be something. They get it in their mind that hey, everything's supposed to cater to their needs. When people forget, a man got needs too.
And then you end
mm-hmm.
up on their
It's
TikTok.
it's a two-way street. If you want to get love, you gotta show love nowadays. It's not because it's not like we
Reciprocation. The
always
law of
we
reciprocation.
gotta keep
saying,
attacking and keep showing y'all that we are this guy, we that guy, we can do this, we can do that, we got you covered, we can protect you, we covered
Well,
you, we
DG,
can
let me
do
do
all
one
this.
better. Let me do one
Huh?
better for you, DG. Let me do one better. How about this? Through all the courting to find the right one and wowing them and making an event. And some women make this as a game, like I'm gonna go ahead and just have everybody take me out. I'm gonna eat everywhere. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna see the world on these dudes' dimes. It would really make more dudes more reluctant to really even try to do that. Just like you said, women are programmed for a certain lifestyle now because dudes push them this way. What about on the reverse side? That dudes have been pushing to, I'm tired of women playing these games. I done spent my gas money. I keep sending a chauffeur out there. And you know what? She really wasn't interested in me in the first place. But I did what she wanted.
okay, again, these are the problems in the conversation. If you're trying to go on a date with somebody, leading up to that date, there should be conversing. There should be all types of
There
communication.
is always conversing.
The good morning text, the good night text, and
Mm-hmm.
all of that in between. What do you like to do? What don't you like to do? Are you allergic to anything? Do you like to eat whatever? Remember Jess said she like pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Like pasta? Oh, I like pasta. Or I don't like pasta. Or I like basketball. I don't like basketball. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like so that you can have an idea. I personally feel like there should not be a date as fast as people are jumping into these dates. If a girl is rushing you to take her out, that's a red flag anyway.
But that's the only way she's gonna give you access
If
to her.
you
Period. Is
know
is court
individual
me,
No,
date me.
no, no.
You can't have access to me without paying my cash app. You can't do
exactly.
it like this. That's the modern woman.
Listen, you need to be
No.
having conversation with her to leading up to getting to
Y'all have to
know
tell y'all teammates that.
what you should be doing with her, where you want to
Yeah.
take her.
Yeah.
Like it
Y'all
should.
have to tell this to y'all teammates. If y'all
No,
don't agree with
listen,
us,
I'm
this
just
is
saying.
this is a poll over a bunch of men that I've heard this from.
I'm
You
just
know,
saying it should be like that. It should be at least a week or 2 weeks of conversing.
okay, but then how do you get
Even
to?
have
But what if a
conversation.
woman says you have to take me out? Like you're not gonna waste my
She,
time.
she say you got to
We're
take
gonna
her
meet
out.
somewhere.
That's not your process. That's not your process. So
Oh,
you
okay.
move on. You get what I'm saying? Like there should not be no you got to have order in your steps of what you're trying to do. If you're trying to date and you're trying to be a man and you're trying to find somebody for you, for
Hmm.
your future, then you need to have a process and you need to properly vet her. Why are you going and feeding her and you haven't even got to
That's the whole
know?
point of what we're saying. We
Why are
don't
you
want to
going?
Yeah,
feed
that's your
y'all.
fault.
We don't want to feed.
No,
We don't
no,
want to
no,
feed y'all
no.
before we get to know
That's,
y'all.
that's not the point of what you're saying because you missing the fact of like how you
Oh,
said the girl went.
Communication.
You said the girl went to play basketball. I mean,
right,
no,
right.
he took her to a
He took her
basketball
to a
game.
basketball game.
She
She
didn't
knew she was
like that.
going there. No,
She
no,
didn't
no. She knew she was
She liked
going there.
basketball.
She
She
didn't.
wanted different
It was
seats.
where she was sitting. She didn't like her seat. Boom, boom. Hey, where's the
no,
horn? Duh, duh,
even
duh,
So
duh. Wait,
if you tell me you like you, let's say you like cheesecake, and I'm like, okay, cool. You want cheesecake from Junior's in
Cheesecake
Brooklyn, but
Factory.
I'll
Oh
take you
yeah.
to the Cheesecake Factory. You now know you can't take pictures like you want to at the Cheesecake Factory,
Hmm.
but so
okay.
now you're mad at the
So your
man.
date wasn't good enough.
It
That's
wasn't good enough. He ruined your day now.
no, he did.
Mhm.
It
Now
was
this is
messed
what these
up.
women are saying.
Okay, but what I'm saying is it was messed up. But for him, these are the things that he has to take with a grain of salt. Yes, you're in a dating space right now, so you're trying to get to know people. Now you know, okay, look, I can't date with her. You're going to take losses. That's just like investing in a business. You're going to take losses when you're trying to get certain things right. So going on a date with the wrong person and finding out like I know that this person is not going to be right for me because she's ungrateful or
How
he
many
is
losses should a
ungrateful.
man take though?
I'm gonna just
And his pockets is taking all those hits too.
Right. Y'all, and the thing is,
So,
females
so,
are not
so the next
sharing that.
time,
Oh,
so
okay.
the
How
next,
about this? Here's a new law.
you
Sorry,
gotta
babe.
learn.
Sorry, babe. Here's a new law though.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, when we date each other, just like I said, the same energy. You want to go somewhere? Let's
You pay
mutually go
half.
half on a bill. Thank you. That's how fine, right? Can we all agree on? Let's agree on that for the whole entire world today. Let's do that,
no,
y'all.
no, no, no. I'm
Ah!
not
Of course they
agreeing.
want because they want traditional treatment.
No,
And
no,
these
Exactly.
young women are not.
Because they
These
feel
young
like they're
women are
more
Absolutely.
valued
modern.
than we are. Check this out, y'all. Y'all feel like y'all are more valued than the men because why not do the same thing? What's the
Learn
problem?
how to communicate.
that's
Ooh.
what the thing is. Like if he took her girl to play basketball, she didn't like the. I mean, not play basketball, but to the basketball game. She didn't like the seat. So the next question would be with the next girl, like, "Hey, if I take you to a basketball game and win the nosebleeds, how you gonna feel?"
That
Certain stuff to like find out.
How
Men
you gonna feel? No, stop it. Stop
lack
it.
of
I have never even been
communication.
invited on a date to a basketball game. No, stop that.
No,
Listen,
I'm saying
Yep.
have these conversations like, oh, okay, well, because
that shouldn't have to be a
I
conversation though.
like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, it's certain things and certain characteristics, like in the midst of having those conversations where you're going to hear certain characteristics of a person. You can't be so mesmerized by their looks that you're overlooking what they're saying.
What are those
I
Time
I
called
out.
I,
again?
I
Help
see.
me out,
Okay,
GMT. Chameleons?
I
I
think
Help
see.
me
Y'all
out.
don't
Those
really
are the
realize what.
accurate conversations that be had before these dates. And men overlook, just like women overlook red flags, men overlook these red flags that and then when the stuff come to the forefront, then they want to holler. However, it was there from the beginning. If you having a conversation about like I feel like it should be deeper conversations had before a date. Little simple stuff. Okay, yeah, you like sports. Okay. Have you ever been to a game before? Yeah, oh, okay, you did. Yeah, I sat on the floor at a Knicks game with me and my homegirls or this and that. Oh, I can't see that well. My vision. I supposed to wear glasses.
Man,
I'm
to
blind.
get people to tell
Like
the
if it's
truth
certain
nowadays is tough.
conversations that's had, then you will already know. Or a female like, yeah, all I wear is name brand. You into like labels or you like regular stuff? Or everything I do got to be name brand. Oh, so you know what kind of woman you dealing with?
Yeah.
Not all are like that. Not
Uh-huh.
all are
Men
like that.
men don't have those conversations. They
I'll give you one
conversations.
Yes,
thing.
we do.
Oh,
Yes,
your
we do.
ass fat.
I
Oh,
give
how many kids you got? You got a baby daddy. Oh, well,
Those
what's
are
up? Let me
those are
pick
good
you
questions
up.
to ask. I
Like
will say
them
that.
men don't know how to communicate properly.
Okay, let me I'll do you one
That's
better.
cap.
So
Women ain't gonna volunteer the information. You gonna communicate and you gonna get the answer. or you don't communicate and you get the answers that you
So what about
questions
this? So
you ask.
hold on, real quick, boom. So how about this? You said communication, right? So if I communicate to you, and guess what? You said in the beginning that going on a date, you don't want a man to ask you what date you want to go on. But guess what? I want to get to know you. So let me ask you, what do you like? Do you like skydiving? It's easily yes or no.
Okay,
All right, let's
that's a
plan the event.
conversation. That's a conversation.
Yeah, but you said when in the very beginning, now quote unquote, you
A
did
man just
say
tells you get dressed and let's go.
Yes,
exactly.
because we already had conversations
Women
prior.
are today are not like y'all.
Okay, let me just.
Sorry.
Oh
I'll
man,
Right,
also
don't
right,
say.
they
do
I'll
not.
also
that.
say. But I
That's
also
why
say
y'all
this.
married.
No, listen,
The
no, listen.
men don't lead
Wait
that
a minute.
way. The men lead with your ass fat. Where
Oh
you
yeah, yeah, yeah,
at?
yeah,
Can
yeah.
I
Okay,
Some
come
some of them
over?
wait
do,
a
but
minute.
not
Let
They
me just
all.
say
they
this. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me say this. The
But some
same
women lead
way.
with that too. My bad.
Hey, Link, come on. Let me talk. The same way, GMT stated something, which is facts. He was saying that the men that most women don't want are in the friend zone. And a lot of times y'all can find y'all women there too. But it's the looks that y'all go after so much. Like all the time, it's something about the look that guys have to be infatuated with how she looked. And she can be very pretty, but then she still is not up to par with what you like to do. Some of those pretty girls are not adventurous.
So are the dudes. Women
But
feel the
men
same
date down
way.
in looks all the time.
Yeah, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
now it's looks because looks
Yeah.
No, they want
you
that
can
fake
build a
ass, they
business.
want the fake lashes, the fake
No,
hair.
we
You
don't
could
want to
We
fake
don't like
anything.
that.
Yeah, y'all
We don't
do.
want to fake nothing.
Yeah, y'all
you could
do.
build a
No,
business.
we don't. No, we
But
don't.
men.
That's
Okay,
what men want to
boom,
have sex
boom,
with.
boom. All
Men,
right,
but
let's
on
be
average, men are not
100%.
looking for that.
Right. Let's be
He's
100%.
right.
What do
It's
I tell you
something that you
about
want to
men?
have
Y'all
sex with,
wrong.
not
Why
what you're
y'all
looking for.
lying? Why y'all telling these lies online like this
But we're
for?
How we
men, so we're
telling
telling you how
lies?
men think.
No, y'all don't.
Boom.
It's
How
Answer
you
the
it's
gonna say
summer.
question.
that?
It
We're
is
I'm
a
you got
difference.
three men saying the same thing.
It's summer.
I
It's a
believe it's
difference.
You
not so
think they're
much
saying
of
the
the
same
fake
thing too.
stuff. I feel like the fake stuff is so normal now that men are looking for the natural outside of the botched. Like I do feel like more men acknowledge natural beauty now more than ever, only
Thank you.
because it's
They
so much
acknowledge
fake
it.
bodies and fake
Oh, they
stuff
messed it
going
up.
around.
They acknowledge it. They acknowledge it, but their attention is still gravitating towards that.
I mean, of course,
Yeah,
They,
to
everybody's
have sex with
attention
them.
But to
You're
looks.
right.
have sex
They're
with,
men.
not to be in a relationship with. Because a lot of men
Right.
only having
Thank
sex
you.
with a lot of these women because they look good, they look delicious. Oh, I can hit that. But once it got no substance in a lot of that, that's why they cover up a lot of this shit that they got.
right.
Because
So,
they
so
covering
when
up
you talk
all
about
their flaws. They say, "Oh, if I can look like this, I can get a man like that." And when
Mm,
and on the back end, the man like shit. I don't give a damn about your looks. A lot of times, I want to pick your brain and see what's going on inside of your brain. A
right,
lot of chicks and these pretty chicks don't give you that chance. You ever held a
mm-mm.
conversation with a chick
that's
and
what I'm
every time you talk, yeah, okay, yeah, or you texting, okay,
Sound like a
yeah.
bill
Don't
collector,
have
huh?
no dialect, no dialogue, except
Mm-mm. And
everything.
that's
But
men. Men
but
don't
but
communicate. They
but they
text.
but they look so good to where okay, well, I already know I'm taking this. Once I get her, I'm fucking her, and it's nothing else there because there's no substance there. This is what conversations boil down to. These women don't have conversations because they have nothing to offer a lot of
There's
times
no
but
substance in
pussy. So they
conversation.
showing the pussy and they giving you the
Oh
pussy, and
Lord,
then
you
after that,
Oh gosh,
my bad, my
YouTube,
bad,
Sorry,
my bad, my
YouTube.
bad with the
YouTube.
Sorry,
language.
YouTube. Sorry, YouTube.
My bad with the language. My bad with the language. But it's that's what they feeling. That's all they got to offer. Cause that's all they got to offer a lot of the times. So a man like, okay, well, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna take that, and that's about it. Cause that's all the person got to offer. We can have a million conversations. Conversations
I think
just cause we
a
have a
man made her
conversation.
feel like that's all she has to offer.
No, because that's all she brought to the table
that's
to
not
offer.
even
Cause
brought up.
first
That's
of
not
all,
even brought up.
you
She
can't
brought
just
that to
say
the table to offer because that's
You
what a man made her
you
feel
can't
like
just
that's what he
say you
wanted.
can't just say that men ain't the ones who communicate. These women don't communicate. They don't hold conversations no more.
Men lead. I'm
You
gonna hold a man accountable.
have more
The
conversations.
man's supposed to lead the
The
situation. If a
women are
woman
supposed to
ain't
submit, but
communicating,
they don't want to submit.
They don't want
you
to.
can't.
Right.
You can't what you're submitting to. A
Oh,
man
They,
will
that's a
run
good
you
the
out
men
there
topic.
that
the
the
woods
men
before
that
you
they
do
choosing, they can't submit to.
Right.
A man have to prove or give a woman a
So the men that they're
comfortability.
choosing, exactly, like you saying it.
They gotta have comfortability to submit. A woman ain't just gonna submit to anything.
So why are you even
Why?
dealing with them?
Yeah,
If
why
you
should
can't
you do
submit to him,
something
why
you
are you
can't
dealing with him?
submit to? Right.
You
Y'all should
gotta
let them go.
you gotta know this person first to know if you can submit or
Right. So then
not.
you get out of it. Then when do you get to the point where you find that man?
Don't you read the don't you look at a cover of a book before you read the whole book? Like you can't just jump in and say, "Oh, I'm submitting to you. Hey, how you doing?" Like no. It's a
Penny,
conversation. It's
but
a
Penny,
process.
look how many of these women are complaining about the men right now. And if they're complaining about the men that they can't submit to, then we're talking about, okay, you got past meeting this guy. You're now in a relationship or you now got past that part. Then it's like, well, I'm with these men and I can't submit. All
Because
these
it
men
was
give me something to submit to. Why are you even dealing with the man?
because they jumped into something blindly. First of
So then
all,
get out of it.
the process isn't correct. People not don't even have a friendship before they start dating. They get to having sex, being with each other, and think, oh, we friends and all this just gonna come together. No, before you even say I do with anybody to be in a relationship, there should be a friendship established first. There should be I knowing this person, communication, proper dating. Like it should be steps to lead up to a relationship.
Turn it
Now
up
people
then.
just jump into stuff
I
and
agree.
barely
I
even know
agree.
who they
Boom
sleeping with.
shakalaka!
I agree with both of y'all. I agree. I agree with it all. It should be that way. Unfortunately, it's not, and we are just jumping into these things, and then we getting mad that the woman is a 304 or the man is not a man worthy of submission. So here we are at a crossroads.
And this will be found out at the beginning if it was led the proper way. And first of all, most men holler at women. Now, it's some dominant women out here that go after men. I'm not saying they don't, but
Yeah.
mostly, mainly the traditional way, men holler at women, right? So when a man holler at a woman and she chooses to give that number out, the man is supposed to continue to lead this friendship courting situation to figure out how far he wants to go or where he want to take this friendship, relationship, whatever it's going to be. That's when the man is supposed to be leading to see if this going in this direction. Yeah, you're gonna find flaws, you're gonna find things, but you got to see if this is something you're willing to work with, something that's workable, something that hey, maybe she just ain't had been exposed or been in a situation to let her guard down to live in her feminine self because she's not used to a man leading properly. Men can't
I
don't
agree.
like they supposed to lead nowadays.
I
Yeah.
agree with
Men
both.
are
I agree with both. I agree with
women are having
women are not feminine no more, and men are not masculine like that anymore. So you at a crossroads. We can't make it sound like the men is the only problem when these women are out here taught to be and raised to be masculine like men. They're raised to be independent and strong. This is the problem. These men are still getting married at a higher rate than women, right? Even if they got to go to another country or another race, this is what they're doing. So it's showing you that men in general want relationships. We do, but we want it first with y'all.
Wait,
So it's not to say that the women are the problem or the men are the problem. We have a problem. How do we fix that
no,
problem?
I'm gonna say the men are the problem because again, the man he got to be held to his dominancy somewhere. Be a man, stand up.
That's not
Like
fair.
what
That's
Oh my
not
you
fair.
God,
a woman to do this and that. Listen, you could have a
yo,
dominant woman, and if a man is a man, he could bring that dominancy down to a feminine level. As long as once he starts to break
you
barriers
don't
and make this
understand these
woman
women,
more
Petty.
comfortable she feel, the less
man.
she gonna be.
Yo,
I'm
Petty
telling you,
don't.
a
Petty
man
not
can
dating women,
change a
yo.
woman. A man can change a woman before a woman can change a man. I'm telling you.
I don't feel
Penny, you
like it's
not
the
dating
man's
women
job
today.
to
I'm
change a
sorry, yo.
woman.
I'm not, but it's not
I
hard
said,
as you
I
making
do
it
agree with what
seem.
GMT said though. Like it's not a you problem, it's a us problem. And
Yeah.
yeah, it definitely does have
You
to.
can change a hoe to a housewife in 2024.
No, you cannot.
Oh, yes, you
No, you
can.
What?
cannot.
What?
Yes,
Who
you
told you
can.
that?
No, you cannot.
Where's
I'm
Yes, you
Ludacris?
sorry,
can.
Where's
Penny, you
She
Ludacris?
cannot.
is married and in love. She's been
Penny,
married for years.
Who?
Yes, you
Who?
can.
Penny,
What
Yes,
you
look
you
at
saying?
can.
probably and look at the
I'm
man.
not
Look at
gonna
the
The
man she's
right
respect
married
man
that.
to.
You
can.
can't do that.
The
Look
right
at the
What?
man
man she
can.
married to. Cause
The
ain't
right
no
man
strong,
can.
dominant man marrying no hoe. I'm
The
sorry.
right man can.
There ain't no right man marrying no woman that's like that.
You can't turn a
They
hoe into
get
a
married.
housewife.
The
Hoes don't
hoes
act
get
right.
They're
married before
not at
the
no
good.
large rate. And the numbers say that they're not.
The hoes get
Here
married
we
before the
Look
good
at
go.
the
one.
numbers. They're not.
Here we
Yes, they are.
go.
Stop. So you're looking at the outliers. You're not looking at the
They are.
majority.
Yes, they are.
Why are you looking at the outliers for an argument and other than looking at the majority?
I'm telling you, that's the majority.
That's not so the majority of women are hoes.
No, I ain't saying that. What's the hoe though? What's
I'm weak.
considered a hoe though? That's a different subject.
For me and the
No,
majority,
I'd
I
like to hear
don't
about
know.
this.
They
Are
on
they? I
something.
want to know.
But what's a
They
hoe
on
though?
something.
You
Oh,
tell
okay,
me.
okay,
You
yeah,
said it.
right. I'm excited for this. Let's go. Turn up.
Turn a hoe into a housewife.
I mean,
Ludacris
because
said hoes
shit,
Let's
don't
talk
act
men
about
right.
these
You
men are
can't
hoes.
get a
hoes too.
mission.
So I mean, I'm just saying.
Yo, listen, I
The
love y'all. I
hoes
love
get
y'all. I love y'all. I
married.
gotta run though, but I love y'all.
All right, love you
all right,
too.
love you
Hey.
too. Have a
Yo,
good
I'm
night.
gonna chop it up with y'all later, y'all.